Hello everybody. This is the second part of the Capricorn season readings. This is going to be where I go into each of the sign groupings and each of the signs and see what the energy of each sign says, okay? These are the cards for the first part. The link for that will be in the description box. It's a general aspect of this Capricorn season. Thank you all for checking this video out. And in the spirit of Capricorn season, we're going to start with cardinal signs. Excellent. Cardinal signs is Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, and Libra. They didn't fall. So I'm going to go ahead and take them. The Wheel of Fortune reversed, and we have the Seven of Potions, which is the Seven of Cups. The High Priestess and the Two of Candles reversed just sort of jumped into my hand. So the High Priestess is 2, the Two of Candles is 2, Two of Candles is 2 of Wands. We're feeling stable, we're feeling at home. And the Capricorn energy cardinals, which is beautiful, with your cardinal brethren for Cancer, Libra, and Aries, and then Capricorn itself. Alright, and this is the Eight of Candles. On the bottom we have Ace of Candles reversed. Cardinals, it seems that there's almost a sense of being disenchanted. Sorry if you can hear the sirens. I am in the city. You know what I mean? So that's gonna happen. It seems that we're becoming disenchanted with a certain aspect of our lives, potentially because things are not happening the way that we want them to or expect them to, Cardinals. So this was a message that came out of the Scorpio new moon reading, I believe, or potentially the Sagittarius new moon reading. I don't know. You guys got to go back and check. I'm sorry, I wish I did remember. It seems like cardinal signs may feel a little bit pigeonholed. I don't know. I'm sorry if that's like a derogatory term in the grand scheme of things, but definitely restricted to maybe a certain approach to a certain idea or a certain project, even a certain relationship. With the Five of Potions here, it seems like because of the sense of restriction that we either feel or have felt, cardinal signs, we're coming out of that, okay? And it may be that now cardinal signs are having to start fresh and start over. That's not too exciting for the most part. But you know what Aaliyah said, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. And that's what it seems that the cardinal energy is getting into, trying again, coming to this place of realizing that if something doesn't work out and taking a different approach. That may be a little arduous and maybe a little tiring and maybe a little frustrating. Let's see what specifically how this is, Judgment, is relating to Capricorn. Okay. So Capricorn, it looks like there's a few things that are in your focus, okay? It looks like this is a time that I feel could have been avoided if during Scorpio season we took a greater opportunity to look at exactly what we need and what we are looking to pursue and see how that matches, see what in our lives match with that and what doesn't. And to sort of cancel out those things that don't match. And it doesn't seem like that really happened. And now I think that Capricorn, you may be in a place of needing to make a decision, to put your foot down, to really balance your life out. Balance was in the oracle message here. It definitely feels like things may be off balance for you at the moment, which is interesting because it's Capricorn season, and I am not sure if it's going to come, if you're going to meet this sense of off-balanced energy coming to a head during the full moon. Really be mindful of the company that's kept, primarily the company that's kept, and the things that Capricorns were focusing on. Capricorns are, I feel like, really good at focusing as earth signs and as, you know, the goat. But sometimes there are distractions, and sometimes there are distractions that pose themselves as focuses and things that we want to focus on. So it's really up to every single individual instance of this energy to really take a look and take, what's that called, like a itinerary of what is reflective of your worth and what is worthwhile. You're going to have to take a more hands-on approach with this, which I feel like has not been done. Okay, it's time to do that. It's time to stop neglecting things just because they're not easy and just because they may cause a little rift in the water or a rift in the relationship or a rift in the job place potentially. So this, I don't know when the siren started, but you can probably hear it. At least I hope you can. I didn't realize the microphone fell. So yeah, that is your message, Capricorn. Happy birthday to all the Capricorns watching. Your birthday season is here. I think by the time that I post this, it will be. Thank you so much, Capricorn. Aries. I think this one is the one that I need. Knight of Cups. Thank you for watching and sticking it out with me. If you watched the first video, please do like, share, subscribe, all that goodness. We have the Knight of Cups reversed and the Six of Pentacles reversed. Aries, I feel like you may be trying to go back to a relationship or a situation that went awry in your life previously, and offering a cup of truce, offering a cup of, what's that called? What's that word? Peace offering. Eight of Swords reversed on the bottom. With the Six of Pentacles reversed, I feel like maybe reconsider doing it too soon, because I see that this peace offering may be rejected and it may not work out the way that, oh wow, eight of candles, Eight of Wands reversed here as well. So it may not work out as desired, and it may create that sense of resistance in this season for you. You know, some things we can't avoid, and no matter how we carry out this approach, Aries, it's like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You're gonna come out with a greater sense of understanding of the actuality of where your energy is best placed. The camel, where's camel? Where your energy is best placed. This is a Knight of Cups. You'll come out as a Knight of Crystals. If this is a endeavor that you're investing yourself in and you're not getting returns on right now, allow yourself to be a little more patient. With the Eight of Candles, the Eight of Wands coming reversed twice here at the bottom of the deck and here in the Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas tarot, conveys there may be a delay, non-official, no non-response. There you go. So don't beat yourself up at this time, Aries. Give yourself time, be patient, and stay strong. Thanks so much, Aries. Next, we're going to go into Cancer. Hi, Cancer. Let's see what your messages are relating to this Capricorn season and new moon. Cancer, the two cards that came out for you are the Nine of Swords reversed and the Seven of Swords upright. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. So, Cancer, for you, it feels like Cancer's energy is coming out of this dormant period of rest, period of sleep. And one thing that I want to say is, going into this Capricorn season, going into this new year season, this new calendar year, you don't need to try to tackle everything at once. It's actually better if you don't, from what I see here. When we try to give it a go all at once, Cancer, I see that we can get ourselves into some pretty precarious situations or have some pretty precarious happenings. Also, I see that with the two cards that came out here, the Nine of Swords reversed and the Seven of Swords reversed, to not discredit your waking dreams, okay? Just because you may have to come back to some aspects of your life and revisit some aspects of your life. Just because that may have to happen, you're making bountiful strides forward. With this Ace of Cups, boop, boop. With this Ace of Cups, your cup is overflowing, okay? Because I feel like there's a sense of being centered here, a sense of remaining buoyant. When it comes to your thoughts, Cancer, when it comes to Cancer thoughts, it looks well maintained. It's just very risky and very almost haphazard. Beware of being overwhelmed. Take the good thoughts, take the good aspects of communication, and really take a second look. Gather a greater understanding of how those can better supplement our experience of this Capricorn season. Cancer energy, it's definitely about coming out of a restful period, coming out of a period of being detached, and out of a period potentially of anguish. I see that this Cancer energy is imploring us to not remain in a comfort zone for the sake of staying comfortable, and to take risks. It's a good time to play with the idea of taking risks, taking calculated, thought out risks, and not letting our thoughts get the best of us. Thank you so much, Cancer. That is the reading for Cancer energy. I so appreciate it. Next, Libra, the final of the cardinal signs for Libra. During this Capricorn season, the Capricorn energy. Oh, I see the 10 of Wands reversed. That just stuck out to me. We'll see if it comes out. What is that? We'll see in a little bit. Let me see what else comes out. Ooh, 3 of Pentacles and 4 of Cups. So, ooh. Oh wow, yes. 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Okay. I feel like this is a Capricorn season may present relief. Oh, beautiful. So we have the 6 of Cups, and then the Page of Cups reversed, and then the 10 of Wands reversed on the bottom of the deck. Beautiful, beautiful energy, actually, Libra. This is very much your energy of that sense of balance. At the same time, it's finding that restorative energy within yourself, and with recognizing that restorative energy already lies within. Libra energy is saying that there's going to be a great relief felt. They're going to be giving you your flowers. That's what I feel. I don't even know what that means. And it is going to challenge us again. Libra energy is reminding us that we will be challenged to maintain a sense of stability, even through the times that present a tumultuous effect to our lives and our lived experiences at this time. Yeah, this isn't necessarily, I don't think Capricorn season, I think Libra is letting us know that Capricorn season isn't necessarily the season of opportunity to be had or captured, but it is a season per se. It may be for some, but I feel like with the Capricorn Libra energy conjoined, it's reminding us that even if we don't capture that sense of opportunity, we're at least coming to recognize it and honor it, and equally honor ourselves. Give ourselves a break. Okay, this has been quite a year. This has been quite a trek. So it makes sense to me that this would come out the way that it is. Yes, so there's something about wait until Aquarius season. I'm not quite sure what it is about. Maybe with the Libra energy and the Capricorn energy, it's saying that we'll find a greater sense of balance and security during Aquarius season. So be sure to hang on tight, and stay strong through this Capricorn season, because who knows what's going to happen, but it seems like there's going to be a bit of tumultuous energy, just like there was in autumn of 2022. I feel like that's when it really kicked up, that sense of tumultuousness. Okay, stay centered, stay balanced, stay around people and energies that reflect you and that honor your energy. Libras, I feel with Libra energy that Libras are able to tap into that aspect a little bit easier, so that the things do remain in balance. Balance was, I believe, this card, Ecstasy. This card, that came out in the Oracle for this Capricorn season, Capricorn new moon, Capricorn season. So definitely keep your head up. Keep your head up and keep your heart open. Actually, nurture your heart. I feel like this is a great time to nurture connections and to nurture where you come from emotionally and to be expressive. Dare to be vulnerable during Capricorn season. That's the Libra energy. Thank you so much. Big signs next. All right, moving along now, going into the highlighted message. This is the main message over here with the spirit song I did in the first part of part one of these videos. And then here is our divine oracle message from the Power Deck cards of wisdom. And all of those insights and intuitive interpretations are in the video posted, the sister video to this. The link will be in the description box. Okay. I'm putting these two back. These two were the 8 of Potions and the 3 of Needles reversed. The cards that came out are the 10 of Candles or 10 of Wands and the 5 of Needles or 5 of Swords. We have beautiful, beautiful energy. Beautiful, beautiful energy here. With the 8 of Needles on the bottom of the deck, 8 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. It was reversed. So this is about coming out of a period of staying still, of feeling locked. I don't want to say locked in. Celine Dion, my heart goes out to you. Definitely feeling stuck in some sort of way, almost like prisoner to either a certain idea or a certain relationship or a certain state of existence, financially speaking, or anything along those lines. So let's see. We have the 10 of Candles, the 5 of Needles, Judgment reversed, the Devil reversed, and the Ace of Needles reversed. Possibly a sense of feeling burdened that we're coming out of fixed signs. And now coming into a period of having to face the music, essentially, and potentially really face ourselves, which is intense. I say that because of these two cards coming out together. You can see in the camera, this is the boogeyman right side up, this is the boogeyman reversed. So I think it's really, now that we're coming out of this burdensome time, getting ourselves back in order, facing the music, possibly needing to turn the beat around, and not necessarily knowing how to do that, not necessarily feeling confident in how to do that or how to go forward appropriately. I feel like with this Ace of Needles reversed, Ace of Wands reversed, not knowing the correct things to say, the correct thoughts, not having the correct thought per se when it comes to certain situations that may present themselves that fixed signs may be skeptical of or have a guard up about. By the way, those are the things that you should probably definitely be dissecting and getting into. If you have a guard up about anything or you're defensive about anything in your life, I would go back and really take a look at why you feel the need to be so defensive or so guarded about those certain aspects of life. Oh gosh, my throat almost feels like little needles right now. That's interesting. Yeah, I feel like fixed signs, even though it seems that the energy of burden is leaving, there's still this heightened sense of needing to brace yourself that may not actually be there, in a sense of saying, like, I don't want to downplay how fixed signs may be feeling, but someone once told me, don't worry about the little stuff and everything is little stuff. Or something along those lines. And I feel like there's a potentiality of making matters seem more grandiose than they really have to be or really are at this time, because potentially the stress of coming out of a burdensome phase. Yeah, I'm gonna go into the sign specifics about this, but even with this list, this judgment card has a Santa list, an extremely long list. There may be multiple things that while you were focused on a specific aspect of life were not being necessarily paid attention to, that now are sort of grabbing you and like, pay attention to me. You know what I mean? This needs to be handled. You need to recognize this. I think this is a message of not letting things get too out of hand. I would say out of pocket, but get too out of hand. Be extra mindful of how you approach these multiple aspects in this season. I'm going to go into the specific signs right now. I'm going to have to... Alright, fixed signs. First, Aquarius. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Wow, 8 of Wands upright, 7 of Pentacles upright, and 5 of Cups upright. Aquarius, there's so many things that you've done in your life. There's so many things that you maybe did this past year, and there's going to be a quick turnaround. There's going to be news coming in regarding continued stability. The energy here, the 5 of Cups, is reminding you that wallowing in certain pities will keep you stuck, so that when these opportunities and these new experiences of stability are being presented to you to grasp and take hold of, you don't miss them or miss out on them. There's literally, like, in addition to these opportunities for building a stability and forging stability in your life and any particular matters or all of the above matters, you know what I mean? Everything. There is going to be mountains. There's going to be hurdles that you're going to have to conquer and you're going to be faced with. And I think that definitely comes from masculine. That definitely comes from, you know, just the ebbs and flows of life. But also, this is challenging your sense of resourcefulness. This is telling you to be prepared. This is further saying that that creative aspect is going to come into play here, because it's time to reap what we've sown. Whether we reap one thing or many things, everything that we do get from what we have sown so far is a reward. It's a lesson. So do your best when, like, resistance happens. If it happens during this Capricorn season for you, Aquarius, energy is saying not to wallow, because wallowing will leave you stuck and dormant. Maybe that was for the cardinal signs. I think it was for the cardinal signs. There was a sense of that cardinal energy pulling us out of dormancy. And I think that is huge here. Let's see what's on the bottom of this. Balance. High Priestess. Okay. The High Priestess is where I'm stopping. Yeah, this further drills in the point of needing to situate ourselves so that we're sort of staying balanced, staying buoyant, staying on top of things. So it's about staying on top of things. The more we stay on top of things, the quicker and greater the return will be. The quicker that we'll head toward that sense of expansiveness, like with this masculine energy. By remembering and tapping into our resourcefulness, and again, seeing where our energies are best placed and where they'll be best upheld. Beautiful, beautiful energy, Aquarius. Thank you. That is the reading for Aquarius. Hello, Taurus. We're going to go into your specific sign messages now. Thank you so much for being here. Ooh, the World upright on the bottom of the deck. The Lovers, the 5 of Swords reversed, and the 9 of Pentacles. Taurus, this is a beautiful message. Thank you for your energy. Thank you, Divine. So I see here, these two people are the same. They're angels. That's amazing. Keep doing what you love. This is what Taurus is saying. Keep doing what you love. Keep sticking around people you love, so that even if the resistance of this time gets the best of you, you have that support system, and you know that you are going to bounce back. That's plain as day. What I see here with the World at the bottom of the deck, that's having an understanding, very fixed energy. With the Taurus, the Bull here, and the Lion, the Leo. Taurus, your message is so simple and sweet. I don't even think I really need to go into it, but let's go into it. There is abundance here. There is a growth, a immense amount of growth. Even amongst this ivy, like it looks like these are ivy leaves, like the ivy leaves on the King of Pentacles cloak. In the weeds, and the things that we think to throw, like to not give a second thought to or to throw out, there can be a sense of greater understanding by taking a second look at those matters, and not just brushing them off or discarding them. There's a lot of passion here for Taurus, for this Taurus message. So definitely, I feel Taurus is telling us that as long as we are staying true to our passions, it's 11/11 as I say that, staying true to our passions, that the growth is inevitable, that the reward is inevitable, that sense of reflection and finding those things and those people and those matters that reflect us, inevitable. The discovery of them is inevitable. Okay? No matter where we are, no matter where they are, we will connect. It will connect. Also, Taurus reminds us just how divinely guided we are, to tap into that as well. Tap into our intuition and our spirituality. Enrich our spirituality, maybe. Go out into nature. I feel like I just yelled that. I'm so sorry. I know it's cold. If you have friends who have plant babies, hang out with them. Spend time with them. I am making suggestions, but make sure that you're using your own discernment when following through with anything that you find or are suggested anywhere, online, in real life, in real time, okay? Discernment will set you free. Okay? Yes, this is like the divine feminine, which is funny because divine masculine coming out. Settle your mind. I also feel that's what Taurus is saying, and I think that a way to settle your mind is to get grounded in understanding what you want, why you want it, who you are. You don't have to be one single thing, that you can be a multifaceted being and still be sane. Yeah, that's the message from Taurus. Thank you so much. Stay love. I'm now going to go into Leo energy. So let's see what Leo energy, the message is for that. 6 of Swords. For Leo, okay. Wow, beautiful energy. Ooh, beautiful energy, but a little disconnected, I would say. So we got the 6 of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Wands reversed. The Queen of Wands is reversed. So initially, I feel like divine guidance, definitely, or just guidance from a friend, support system. And also just that, the support system is going to be important during this Capricorn time, this Capricorn season. It may be hard to find, it may be a little difficult to discern with certain individuals, potentially, whether they are true reflections of you or not. Meaning that also there may be energies around you who are masked. That may be a reflection of you, and it may not be the best reflection of you, if that is not who you choose to be. If you want to wear a mask, and that is who you are, and that is your personality, and that's who you want to be, do it. But I see that if it's not, then that's going to become evident of who reflects that and who doesn't during this Capricorn season. I would say be careful not to spread yourself too thin as well. That's what this energy is making me feel. And to support yourself as well. Like, there's also, the aspect of having support system outside of yourself, but how we regard ourselves is going to be important as well, or it is important as well. Doing mirror work, doing saying affirmations, recognizing your worth is going to be important during this Capricorn season. Not only recognizing it, but reiterating it to yourself, because I feel like there's an air of doubt that is going to potentially creep in during this Capricorn season, and that may present itself as a state of resistance that is going to be up to you to vanquish ultimately, and that you may not receive support from others in seeing that through, or you may not receive the proper support. Yeah, this is a very it's winter, so it's very cold. I feel like there's an aspect of you that can as well be pretty cold, and I feel here that the energy from the cards is reminding us to tap into our warmth, tap into our authority in a kind, focused, strong way. Tap into our sense of authority if it calls upon, if it's called for. You are not a prisoner to your circumstances. I think that needs to be understood, and a major aspect to be reminded of during this time from Leo. There are clear waters ahead. We're coming out of not a treacherous era, but like a rough era. Things are looking steady. Just don't let yourself get to you. Your emotions get to you. Okay, you're doing great, and you got this. Okay, so I mean, if no one else does, you definitely have this. There's a need to recognize that. There's a need to recognize that there is growth happening in everything that's been put forth. Remain confident. Okay, thank you so much, Leo Divine. That was the reading. I'm gonna go ahead and close out for Leo energy. If you resonate, I hope to see you again. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Hi Scorpio! Thank you for being here and sharing your good energy. We're going to tap and see what the Scorpio energy is for this Capricorn season. Capricorn new moon is on the 23rd. That is the High Priestess, the full reverse, and Temperance. Definitely sustaining balance during this time. It has been a theme for Scorpio. What is the message from Scorpio for this Capricorn? 8 of Cups, 8 of Wands, spectacular, and then the Fool reversed. We have Temperance on the bottom of the deck. So Scorpio energy is reminding us that we walked away from things for a reason, and that reason, the result of that reason, is right around the corner. It's coming. The full circle experience is coming sooner than we know, sooner than we recognize. These 2 8s is beautiful because not only is 8 just a divine number, it's almost like a full circle in itself, and reminding us of what we've put out and what we've put forth. We may have made many sacrifices and waited a while for this to happen. 8 months, 8 years, 8 weeks. Something along those lines. If that resonates with you, let me know. Not only that, but we had to navigate really choppy, rough waters, rugged, rocky waters. We had to learn to stand on top of those rocks that we approached and do that diligence of introspecting and starting and continuing or starting again for some of us. With this fixed message in the back, I definitely feel that with the 5 of Needles and the 8 of Cups, that energy of walking away to face a greater 8 of Cups, 8 of Wands, walking away to face a greater return or being shunned away. Wow, this is really good energy. This talks about companion energy as well. So some of the things that we may have had to let go of, or some of the things that we chose to let go of in order to make space for a greater experience going forward, may have been really hard for us to detach from. There were a lot of instances of detachment in the last few readings. This one I don't feel necessarily a sense of detachment, but I feel like a sense of turnaround. It feels good. Not us turning around per se, but just matters turning around and sort of working out and exposing that greater state of being, which is great. Yeah, because Scorpio, it seems like you've been through some stuff. Okay, you climbed some precarious wet rocks, and now you're going toward the state of ecstasy. Wow, that's so awesome. Got the 8 of Cups fell onto this card, state of ecstasy. Ecstasy is a buoyant state of joy. So that's what I feel the Scorpio energy is reminding us of, that even though Capricorn season may present this sense of restriction or resistance, that it's happening for a reason, either to protect us from something, for us to learn a particular lesson, or to prepare us for something greater to come into our lives. And that's definitely what this is saying. The full reverse is reminding us that even though we may have to take a new approach or start over, again with the Temperance, like it's going to help rebalance things in our life by teaching us lessons and by teaching us how to be buoyant no matter what state of joy, as reflected through this Temperance card. Keeping a stable mind while getting our feet wet, exploring new opportunities, new experiences, while not straying too far from totally enveloping ourselves in those states, and keeping that sense of stability still. I feel like there's a lot to come from that. It's going to be realized and recognized sooner than we know, even though there may be still a lot of work to do. And that may make it seem like it takes longer, okay? Just know it's coming. All right, that is Scorpio energy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonated with you. And if it did, I hope to see you next time. And thank you so much. Hello, mutable signs. Thank you for watching. Welcome. We're coming out to the end of Sagittarius season into, of course, Capricorn season. And I want to go ahead and pull out general sign grouping reading message, and then I'm going to go into each sign, starting with Pisces. Of course, mutable signs are Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius. Check the description box to go where you feel led to go. I call myself a mutable mama because I have a lot of mutable placements. And so, wow, we got the 6 of Candles. That's beautiful. That's support. That's beautiful card to come out. Let's see what else comes out from mutable signs. For the mutable sign group, cool. All right, so we have the Sun on the bottom of the deck in its upright position. We're going to go ahead and see what these 3 cards are that fell on top of the 6 of Candles. But first, let's see what this card is, since it came out before the other 3. This is the 2 of Potions reversed. Ooh, so, okay, we'll see. We have the 6 of Candles, the 2 of Potions. Temperance, it's reversed, possibly because we are coming out of Sagittarius season, and that's the Sagittarius card. And then the 3 of Candles reversed. Interesting. Followed by the 6 of Needles, again reversed. Beautiful. So for the first card, it came out upright. It is the 6 of Candles. 6 of Candles. Traditionally, it signifies a victorious, supportive energy. Really having a great line of sight, having a great outlook, coming from a victory potentially, and being very confident going forward. So that's a good energy to start with. The 4 of Candles, mutable signs, is followed by the 2 of Potions reversed. So we may find ourselves breaking away from a certain ideal that we've been tied to, that we've been passionate about, or a relationship. Even I would say it's more so a passion, a project, something along those lines. The mutable signs, this is a very fiery read. This is a very wands type of read. Candles in this deck represent wands. We have 2 wands here, and then we have the card of Sagittarius here, which is also in reverse. So it just may convey, coming out of this time, these times are really highlighted in the aspect of getting together with our support systems and coming around energies that have fueled us, that have supported us. And with this Two of Potions coming out reverse, it kind of symbolizes to me possibly breaking one of those bonds, possibly breaking the structure of one of those bonds. Also with the Temperance card coming out, because I feel that as well is sort of like a balancing of two different cups, which is interesting. Potions in this deck is cups or hearts. It's the same sort of thing, but with Temperance, it's, you know, the angel holding two cups and sort of amalgamating the contents of those cups together in between those two vessels. And in this instance, it's like we're not even trying to mix with something or some idea or some relationship. We're really finding a way to disconnect with it and do so in a way that's not going to further restrict us. Or by disconnecting this from this instance, from this aspect, we're finding a way to release restrictions in multiple areas potentially of our being and of our experience, our lived experience. With the Six of Needles reversed, I see that we may be heading toward an Eight of Swords type of energy, where through this Capricorn season, we may, you know, find ourselves coming out on top because we have that, because we're tapping into that sense of disconnecting. At the same time, we may feel more depleted than not because of it, because it'll be a new experience. These connections, or whatever we've been connected to, that we're no longer finding ourselves needed to be connected to, mutable signs, it may have a bigger effect on us than we recognize. But with the Sun at the bottom of the deck, I see that there's so much more abundance in whatever this aspect is, and with its, you know, the closure and the disconnect happening within it at this time during Capricorn season. It may just be taking a break from being around friends and family for a little bit, you know, until next year, or until the summer, or until however long. Double looking at these things before I get into the clarifications for each sign, I didn't realize that the Nine of Candles, or the Nine of Wands, is beside the Sun. It was on the bottom. It must have decided to stick out and stay out. So I see that this detachment, or whatever's happening here with this aspect, is going to potentially help us to create that sense of boundary going forward, and that is going to, you know, illuminate our steps going forward with the Sun. That is going to help illuminate our steps and be more precise and more focused. All right, so let's go ahead and pull cards for the signs. We're going to start with Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for being here. We're going to go in and see how the Pisces energy is amalgamating with this Capricorn energy for this Capricorn season. Oop. Are we following? Okay. All right, Pisces. Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. It is reversed. We have the Empress reversed, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So Pisces, I feel that this is saying Pisces placements may not feel as abundant right now, or going through this Capricorn season. That may implore Pisces to pay more attention to detail, to do more work, to work harder. I definitely see that when it comes to working harder, there may come that sense of resistance that I've been alluding to for this Capricorn season reading, because we're not seeing the rewards flow in as much as we're putting out. But I feel here that there is going to have to be an investment of energy and focus. Focus is a big thing I've been talking about for the past few readings. So that we can be better prepared in dealing with the fact that the flow is deviated, in a sense, from the ideal of a flow that Pisces, we may feel that is proper or right, or that makes sense. recognize that there is growth happening. And because of this period, while you're putting in the extra attention and putting in the extra work, know that there is going to be a great harvest from the work that you do put in and the work that you put forward. It may not seem like it in the moment or even over time, but it's guaranteed. That I can see here with the Empress even showing up. With the Empress, I like to read the major arcanas both ways, and the Empress is all about abundance. And I think that right now it may not be very easy to see where the abundance is because it's not actual factual. You can't grasp it, you can't see it yet. But it's a good thing that you don't see it, because I feel like that may distract you from the work that you're putting out and putting forth. Don't get discouraged with this Page of Pentacles reversed. It is going to take some time. The Page of Pentacles takes a long time to be able to claim the rewards of what they have sown, of what has been sown, of what has been planted. So even if it's something that was planted in 2022 or 2021 or 2020, or in the past, that you still haven't seen return on, along with the Capricorn season energy, the Pisces energy is really challenging us to change our perspective or to have faith, really tap into our resourcefulness and to make a plan as diligently as we can with said resources, and then continue working, because work is technically never done. Even out of this worldly plane, there's work to be continued. Once one of us leaves, that's why there's so many other people in the world to keep it going. All right, that is your read, Pisces. Thank you so much. Take care, stay strong. Thank you for watching. Hi Gemini, here's your mutable sign group reading, and as well as the oracle reading and the main message. You can go ahead and check those out via the links in the description box. I'm going to go ahead and pull out your specific sign message for Gemini. That's a good card to come out reversed. Oh, Page of Cups. Okay, beautiful. Gemini, so we have the Devil reversed, the Page of Cups upright, and the King of Pentacles upright at the bottom of the deck, which is beautiful. For you, this is just a beautiful message. Gemini, I apologize. I just finished Pisces. So the Devil is coming to understand that you're not restrained to any one idea, any one sense of being. The Devil being reversed to me is recognizing your multifacetedness. On the Devil, there is a pentagram that's reversed, and that is really tapping into centeredness. Gemini energy is imploring us to really re-engage with our sense of center, and center is like our alignment. That means getting our heart together, our mind together, our soul together, our spirit together, and even our intuition, our spirituality, and making sure that that is all paid attention to and harnessed and nurtured. I see that with that happening, there are opportunities that are going to come about for us to make new connections, for us to become connected to joyful experience or joyful experiences that can be continued. With the King of Pentacles, we're going to find stability in something that brings us joy, okay? There's something here. It may be an aspect that helps us to get through a state of resistance, that we recognize that its influence does help us through this time, and that, we want to expand its influence, not only possibly in our lives, but in others' lives as well. It's like going scuba diving on a vacation and then recognizing through finding like a fish that swims into a can that you find in the ocean, and realizing that you need to, you feel right by becoming a part of an initiative that helps with ocean preservation, ocean wildlife preservation, something along those lines. That's just an example. Again, you're not a single dimensional being. You're very multifaceted, and there are aspects to you that you may not have had the opportunity to tap into before, that I believe during Capricorn season, and it'll become more apparent of what true desires may be, because there's going to be more expanded opportunities during this time that may show themselves to you, may just like put themselves in your face, which is beautiful. It'll be in your line of sight. The Six of Candles, Six of Wands, I was saying with the Six of Wands for the mutable sign message that it's about having a greater line of sight and having a greater perspective. So that definitely resonates. And then with the Devil reverse coming out and the Two of Potions coming out, that's falling out of a conditional agreement or a conditional relationship. And so this may be work. This may revolve around work with the King of Pentacles here. Yeah, just don't be entangled with the idea of having to stay in a certain mold or a certain focus, and know that it's never too late to start again. That is a message for you, Gemini, and thank you so much for watching. This Gemini energy is really beautiful, so I really appreciate you. Enjoy this Capricorn season. Hello, Virgo. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this message resonates with you, be sure to like, share, subscribe, even comment. Love to talk to y'all. This is the mutable sign message, of which Virgo is a part of. So definitely, if you go back to the timestamps in the description, watch that, see if it resonates with you. I implore you to watch anything that calls out to you or that you feel resonated with without even watching first. But definitely a good amount of energy, a good energy here, sort of speaking on a sense of detachment. So let's see how that relates to you, Virgo. This one tried to fall, but then like 5 others tried to fall. Wow, the Star. It's funny because during the pre-shuffle for the main message, the Star and the Moon stood out to me. And I was like, I wonder if the Star is going to show up. And it certainly did, and it was in your read, Virgo. Alright, Virgo, so this is a pretty interesting energy. We have the Two of Swords, we have the Star, and we have the Hangman, okay? So the Star to me is like the Aquarian version of Temperance in a way, where it's like really going back to also the main message with this Camel, really paying attention of where we're putting our energy toward during Capricorn season, and being super hyper cognizant of it almost, with the Hanged Man, being confident about the actions we take. It's about us needing to be confident about the actions we take. A way that we can do that is by doing so, going forth with intention. The Star is meticulous. I would say it's very, I don't feel like this water bearer came to be in this water bearing position to just waste water. You don't want to waste your emotions on anything. Don't become emotionally invested in things. Triple check situations before becoming emotionally invested in them. I would say protect your emotions. That's what Virgo's saying. The Hangman is giving me a sense of uncertainty. So is this Two of Swords. Trust your mind at this time. I'm sure that is very cut and dry. That's sort of what it sounded like to me. But that is the message that I feel here, and I feel like that is a very air energy type of feel. But it's interesting that's coming out in this Virgo Earth energy outreach. There is a bunch of Earth energy here. There is a bunch of air energy here with the clouds, with this bird, with the mind being highlighted. So yes, definitely mind your stability as well. Mind your center, your alignment. I would go forth and do things that honor your alignment, and do so in a focused way so that distractions aren't. I think that was a message for Capricorn too, who is a fellow Earth sign, Virgo. So that distractions aren't a factor. Steering away from distractions is key at this time of the Capricorn full moon, Capricorn season, so that we can better start this calendar year with that sense of stability, because there will be resistance that we face. Whether it's resistance caused by external matters, internal matters, or just ourselves, okay? That is the Virgo message for this Capricorn season. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here with me. If these messages resonated with you, definitely please show some love and hit the like, subscribe button, and even share it and comment. Take care. Enjoy this Capricorn season. Hi, Sagittarius. You are the final sign that I'm reading for. My cup literally hath runneth dry. It might have a little moisture on the bottom, but I just took the last sip of my water, so I think I'll make it through this reading though. Thank you for sticking with me and for checking out this reading. If you in fact have watched the first part and you're watching this part, you are definitely a super trooper, and thank you so much. I'm going to go right into it. Here's your mutable sign message for your mutable sign groupings, and let's see how it relates to the Sagittarius energy. Okay, so this fell on top of the main message. That's a good 7 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. That's a good place to start for sure. Okay, so Sag. Okay, so we got 7 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, Knight of Cups. So with that, let's see how this relates to the Capricorn energy. So I feel like in order for us to keep our balance going, we're going to have to keep our mind strong, right? Just like I said with Virgo, I think, keep our passions intact, no matter what influences are coming in during Capricorn season. We have a focus. We're coming to a state of abundance in this focus, whether it's the abundance we expect or the abundance we feel we need. It's definitely a sense of abundance that possibly has not been tapped into, or that we're waiting to really. I feel like it's almost like compartmentalization of energy here. And with the Sagittarius season just having passed, I feel like a big part of that season, the energy there was about changing our challenged perspectives. And that's big 7 of Wands energy to me, as well as any knight being on horseback. So 6 of Wands being on atop a horse is, I don't want to say significantly different, but it's definitely a contrast to just standing up straight, standing tall. You don't get as great of a perspective just by standing there. If this is not just compartmentalization, it's the opportunities coming in, the choices coming in, seeing them for what they are and not for what you want them to be. That is a Sagittarius message. With the mutable messages here, know that you're supported. Know that there is a definitely greater sense of support that comes from those opportunities that do favor. Even if we make a choice, we may have to retract that choice and start again with something new. That's a big energy here, with another choice that sort of we're on the fence about, but ultimately decide to invest our energy, our focus, our time, our resources in some way, because we have the availability of resources to devote to that investment. Yeah, I see that when it comes to the emotional aspect of this Capricorn season projected by Sagittarius energy, it's not really a factor yet. We're approaching it, but it's not a factor yet as much as our resources are. We're sort of in that compartmentalization state with becoming emotionally invested, because we're broadening our perspectives and balancing it with our resources, energy, with time, even our monetary, with our emotions. With the emotions that we have. We don't want to invest our emotions outside of ourselves right now because we're getting it together, okay? That is the Sagittarius energy reading for this Capricorn season and Capricorn new moon. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this resonates at all, or maybe you can come back to it if it resonates, because this is a time attuned reading, but it is timeless. So if there's something that comes up and you watch this during the new moon in Capricorn, but it happens after the new moon in Capricorn, come back, give me a like. Thank you so much. I hope to see you there. Thank you so much, and take care. Enjoy this Capricorn season.